I live in a world where everyone is being lied to from so many different directions, and a lot of them believe it, and you can't talk any of them out of it. Okay, I've come to peace with that. Awesome. I'm passionate about the truth. I get really angry and heated and loud about it. So for me to accept that is very hard. It doesn't matter anyways because Trump is going to win again. I know he is. I mean, he has too many supporters. No such thing as too many. That's going to happen. I want to know how the establishment hates on Trump, but somehow Trump is the establishment. Doesn't make sense to me. Because the establishment wouldn't turn against someone else that is in the establishment. So, kinda doesn't make sense to me. So if you believe that he is the establishment, you're wrong. That world for you had bursted your bubble. Okay? I'm going to burst another bubble too. Democrats have been inciting violence. CNN has been inciting violence, even though they were destroyed by violence and they had to put up a wall to protect themselves. How ironic that CNN had to build a wall to protect themselves, and they're still doing it. George Soros is inciting violence. Okay? They all hate Trump, everyone I just mentioned. And the rioters hate Trump too, the ones who are being violent. But somehow Trump is responsible for the rioters. Was Trump responsible for the Derek Chauvin killing George Floyd? No. Police departments are not connected to the White House at all, in any way, shape, or form. Donald Trump has nothing to do with that incident at all. So he's not responsible for the riots in that way. So maybe there's another way. Well, Donald Trump doesn't like CNN or most of the news sites that talk crap about him. Anyone that hates him, he hates them. So that's another complete disconnection. And the rioters hate him too. So how can you say that Donald Trump is responsible for the riots? And a lot of these rioters hate Trump, and they hate police, and they hate racism, and they hate the establishment, not realizing that George Soros, a part of the establishment, funded Black Lives Matter, not realizing that a lot of this outrage comes from CNN, a part of the establishment. They're being ran by the establishment, but they hate the establishment, and then they're trying to be anti-Trump, even though Trump is also anti-establishment in many ways, because he's not a part of the plan. He wasn't part of the plan. He swooped in and won, and now they hate him. And in their minds, they connect racism with Trump and Trump with the police departments, and it's all one big black ball of hatred, and it's just not the same thing. There needs to be logic here. There needs to be truth and honesty and exposure. And there will be a lot of exposure, a lot of truth, and a lot of honesty. Honestly, I just can't wait till election time because I'm going to go vote for Trump. The reason I say try to vote is because, well, I'm not going to tell you why. I'm going to try to vote for Trump, and I'm going to try to, well, my girlfriend will vote for him too. So that's 2 votes right there. And also his Tulsa rally. Everyone, CNN and the Democrats, they have everyone believing that the Tulsa rally was a flop. It wasn't a flop. It was a full house. Yeah, there were some empty seats. Because there was people that couldn't get in. Because they had to walk through protesters and they didn't feel safe doing that. And they had some people wait outside. So that's what happened. There was millions of people there. And he's going to win. And when you underestimate someone's winning streaks, it just helps them in the long run. Because then you hide yourself from them and you can't see them. You can't see what your enemy is even doing. I mean, it's horrible, horrible tactics. I mean, the Democrats have horrible tactics. It's like they're against fighting, so they're not in a fight, but they are in a fight, so then they're going to lose the fight. I really don't know what's going on. Anyone who can vote for Joe Biden is just completely insane. I just miss the day. I just really thought that this country was mostly logical and kind of smart, and it's not. The Democratic Party has destroyed itself beyond any form of recognition. I mean, if Trump wins again, it's going to be a pretty big event. Democrats are going to be out on their ass, a lot of them. And they know that, and they really don't want him to win. In the perfect world, CNN would be destroyed, or they would take a red pill. I want to see CNN support Trump. What would they do if CNN all of a sudden started supporting Trump? What would they do? What would they do? Anyone who's against violence should vote for Trump. That's a lot of people that should vote for Trump, right? There's really good people that are Democrats that don't want to vote for Trump. If you're against violence, a lot of Democrats are, you shouldn't even be a Democrat. Look what the Democrats are doing. How can you associate yourself with this party? How can you do that? The Republicans are the ones that are saying, you should be able to own guns, you should be able to go here, go there, you should be able to do all these things in this country. The Democrats are the ones saying, you can't do this, you shouldn't be able to do that. They're the ones that say, you shouldn't say this, you can't go here. They're the ones that are segregating now. They have blackout zones and safe zones. The two parties are switching again. It's the backlash. You are going to see a kickback beyond. I really didn't expect this much corruption to just be flown out there. Every chance they get, they are yelling the most obscene thing they can to everybody. And a lot of people are running with it and saying the same thing. They are destroying, there is no more discourse. They're destroying the soul of the nation. The kickback from this amount of corruption, I really can't even imagine what that's going to be like, but it's going to be really cool. You remember how America felt? You know, when George Bush was in office, you know, obviously George Bush did some pretty bad things, but when he was in office, there was just a spirit on the nation. There was kind of a spirit of like fun almost. There was something kind of fun about being alive in that time where there was a lot of joking around. There was a lot of, you know, just jokes to be had, you know, and it was fun. You could make fun of things, and people were pretty united, and you had your disagreements about him or not, but you could have discussions. There was just a spirit of warmth there, and excitement and fun. And it was, you know, America was still kind of about, you know, fishing, hunting, sexy girls, like that's, you know, all American dream type feeling. And then after 9/11 happened, well, even this was actually after 9/11 happened, but when 9/11 happened, that's when it all kind of started. And then when Obama got into office, that feeling was kind of gone. It really was. It just was a different feeling. There was just so much darkness going on. And now that Trump's in office, you know, they're not even letting us enjoy it because they're just filled with hatred, and they're just lying to everybody. And there's people that I know that believe the lies. It's sad that you meet somebody who's really cool and they're just beautiful and nice, and then they just have been brainwashed completely, and they don't believe anything you say because they just want to be nice people, and so they think that this is nice. It's not nice, you know, but they think it's nice because they have been lied to, and it's sad, you know. But like like I said, there's going to be a huge kickback. And honestly, I just want to see him win. I just want to see him walk across that stage and say what's up and say, once again, sorry I'm late, complicated business. That's what I want to see. Inauguration. If worse comes to worse, the numbers will elect him again. But he will win. I mean, I saw a Joe Biden picture where there was not a lot of people there. Okay? Not a lot of people. I want to say this one last thing, though. No matter how illogical and stupid and violent and manipulated and manipulating you are, manipulative, you're going to lose. Trump's going to win. Doesn't matter. And I'll see you guys in the next video. My social media is in the description down below. And I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment. And thanks for watching.